You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White sports fans, as you guys know, Enes Kanter Freedom, former NBA player, and also Royce White, former NBA player, they have declared for the 2027 WNBA draft. Because woke players in the WNBA, they seem to be perfectly okay with the transgender invasion of the sport. You got Gabby Williams out there. You got a Natasha Cloud out there. Woke lunatics. But I knew, guys, behind the scenes, that the WNBA really didn't want men to play in the sport. It was all a virtue signal. And this is the problem with wokeness, folks. When you're woke, you probably don't truly believe what you actually say. Now, the WNBA is an activist league, and they have been exposed as an activist league. You still got teams, guys, not actually being on the court for the national anthem. They're just too woke. This league is an unmitigated disaster. The future WNBA, I don't know if they're ever going to get this thing right. I don't know if these players actually truly want to make money. They want to be activists for the most part, with very, very few exceptions. Okay? Well, the WNBA, remember guys, they actually had a meeting about what is a woman. We're actually still waiting on the answer. What is a woman to the WNBA? Now, me and you, people with common sense, we already know what a woman is. I mean, the name, guys, is actually in the WNBA. That's the first word in the WNBA. Women's National Basketball Association. However, there seems to be a problem because in the WNBA's rules, it says that only women can actually play in the WNBA. Now, to me and you, we're thinking, all right, that ends it right there. But the WNBA in woke times, they don't define what a woman is. So based on logic, guys, all you need to do is just identify as a woman. And the WNBA, they have been feeling the heat so much that they actually had to have a meeting. And now it seems like we have an answer when it comes to Royce White and Enes Kanter Freedom, who have declared for the WNBA draft. Newsflash, guys, the WNBA has ruled that they are ineligible for the WNBA draft. Why? I think it's pretty self-explanatory. They're not women. Yes, an activist league where the players are saying, yeah, I want to play with a transgender. I'll play against a transgender. Trans lives matter. You got the woke New York Liberty out there putting up pro-trans messages on the scoreboard. But yet now the WNBA is saying, nah, these two guys, nah, they're not eligible. Now, are they actually saying that they're not eligible because they're not truly transgender women? The last time I checked, man, all you had to do was identify. I think they're panicking. They know that these women in the WNBA, they're going to get hurt. And now we pretty much got a ruling. Also, by the way, don't know if Enes Kanter Freedom is actually going to be banned from WNBA arenas too. So let's get into this, guys. Here we go. Right over here, ESPN. They seem to be the first ones that actually broke this right here. Sources, Kanter Freedom not WNBA eligible. Arena ban to be determined. The WNBA has not announced any plans to prevent Enes Kanter Freedom from attending future games after he was ejected from Wintrust Arena in Chicago on Sunday. But multiple sources told ESPN that the former NBA player will not be eligible to play in the women's league. And I'm wondering, folks, if the WNBA has already told Enes Kanter Freedom and Royce White they ain't playing. Sources around the league said Kanter Freedom and fellow former NBA player Royce White are not eligible to play in the WNBA after the pair declared themselves women and eligible for the draft. Kanter Freedom was removed from the building Sunday after a verbal altercation with Chicago Sky point guard Natasha Cloud. Yeah. And I think the final blow, guys, is that Enes Kanter Freedom wore that pro-women shirt. Not trans women, pro-women shirt. They didn't like that. Says here, right down here, after an 11-year NBA career, Kanter Freedom has inserted himself into the, I think that they meant the political realm, they misspelled that, in recent years and has been vocal in the national debate sparked by Fever guard Sophie Cunningham's comments regarding transgender athletes. The WNBA collective bargaining agreement signed in March states that, quote, only players who are women are eligible to play in the WNBA. There is no further definition of a woman, and the WNBA has no publicly available policy governing eligibility of transgender or intersex athletes. No known transgender woman has played in the WNBA. Yeah, but that's speculations. There is some speculation, folks, about certain players. Brittany Griner, Natasha Cloud. Maybe there's some performance enhancing stuff there. I don't know. But I find it, guys, very interesting now that the WNBA, they still can't define a woman, but yet they have determined that the transgender athletes, Enes Kanter Freedom and Royce White, they're not eligible to play in the WNBA. Is this transphobic? Maybe I should actually title the video, "The WNBA is transphobic and has now banned Enes Kanter Freedom and Royce White from actually entering the WNBA draft." I think I'll probably just title the video that. They're exposing themselves as hypocrites. The WNBA, man, has been out there, screaming transgender this, transgender that, slogans and stuff like that. But yet, when you actually have transgenders that want to enter the draft, they said, no, they can't play. And I'm pretty sure that Royce White and Enes Kanter Freedom, man, the WNBA is about to get sued. They're about to get sued because they won't allow these two athletes to enter the WNBA draft. It's about to get ugly, folks. It's really, really about to get ugly. Are you surprised that the WNBA has now declared them ineligible? Lawsuits are going to be coming, folks. They're going to be coming. So that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.